It happens to the best of us. You're gathering the eggs and you accidentally crack one, or you're packaging up into the carton and you accidentally crack one. So is it safe to eat cracked eggs? That's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Hey there, it's Ashley at Square It Farms, and today I am bringing you another 2-minute quick tip. So just to clarify, we are not talking about store-bought eggs that you bring home and you find out are cracked. I would not recommend eating those under any circumstance. What we are talking about is your farm fresh eggs that you accidentally crack while gathering them, or you find them cracked in the coop when you go to gather them, and you're gathering them every day, so you know they haven't been sitting there that long. So is it safe to eat cracked eggs? Well, first of all, how cracked is it? Is the shell broken, but that inner membrane still intact? If so, I go ahead and eat them. I've eaten a lot of minorly cracked eggs like that. However, if an egg is cracked and there is egg white oozing out of the shell, ew, no, do not eat it. That is gross, and there is a lot of bacteria that possibly could have gotten in there. There's absolutely no protection. So those I go ahead and give to the dog or just toss out. It's not worth the risk at that point. Okay, so let's say you have a cracked egg. I actually have one right here, that the outer shell is cracked, but the inner membrane is still intact. Here are a few tips if you want to go ahead and eat those. First of all, don't wash the egg with water. So if the egg is super dirty, I end up just tossing it. If you have to wash the egg, there's just too much of a chance that bacteria will get inside. So if it's too dirty to just brush off and put in the carton, that egg is a goner. But if it comes out pretty clean, like this one did, then hey, we'll just put it in the carton and go ahead and eat it later. Tip number 2 is to go ahead and refrigerate the cracked eggs. Even if you don't typically refrigerate your eggs, I recommend refrigerating your slightly cracked eggs. And tip number 3, use the cracked eggs ASAP. So if I crack an egg or two one night, I go ahead and just put those in the carton that I'm going to be eating from right away the next day, so that they get eaten up first and don't sit in the fridge for weeks or months. You don't want to eat cracked eggs that have been sitting there for that long. And tip number 4 is to go with what you're comfortable with. So if it grosses you out, or you can't get over the fact that you're eating a slightly cracked egg, don't eat it. Just, give it to the dog, give it to the cats. I'm sure they will be happy to take it off your hands. Don't feel like, oh, I have to go ahead and eat my cracked eggs if you don't feel comfortable doing it. And that's all for today's 2-minute quick tip. Stay tuned for more videos just like this one, aimed at helping you get started keeping chickens for eggs and meat.